Hi, this is John with Johnny Meyer Pressure Washing and Johnny Meyer Construction Services. As you can see, we're going to be adding a fuel shutoff today, stainless steel, and make sure our stuff is there. I did change that pump. It's a Honda pump on it. Motor runs good. Still, getting things tweaked out and got stuff going. I've only had one job, but I've got, other stuff I do, but we're working on it. Once again, another shout out to House Washing, who's always Kevin's always a help. I hope he stops having birthdays though, because I want him to hang around. He seems like a nice guy. It'd be an honor to meet him one day. Stay tuned, we're gonna have some fun. Hello YouTubers, today we're going to attempt to get our fuel line situation situated here. We got us a pretty decent fuel valve, I think. We're going to put in like that and bring it down, kind of straighten it up a little bit. I actually found some fuel line. That's our hose for our thing, that our bulkhead fitting is coming for that. Anyway, that's what we're trying to do. We're going to start by, she's running good and stuff. She just, I need to get things all squared away here. We got to empty out that one left side there all the way on the top, clean all that up. We got to clean all this pipe out and get it squared away. It's a bloody mess. So we're going to start by taking stuff off and getting ourselves to where we can get in there and do what we got to do to make this a lot better than it is on the fuel situation. It's amazing how sometimes you got everything you need and other times you don't, But it's not too bad. So we're gonna, if we can get these, go ahead and get this out of the way so we can get in here. I actually like the motor. And the reviews aren't bad. It's like anything else. It's got good and bads to it. I would not do what everybody says. Everybody says, oh, they took the governor off. They took the oil sensor off. And they do it on a lot of these cart modifications and stuff. But for pressure washing and stuff like that, if you got to remove the oil sensor, I think you're taking a little bit of a chance that you don't need to take. Because you're basically betting the farm that you're not going to run $1,000 motor out of fluid. And I think you're stupid. I mean, I've got a lot of money. Shout out to John Penn, who actually invested in the pump. I bought the motor and the gear drive, and the company's paying him back for the pump. This guy. But I mean, don't take stuff off, especially safety stuff, unless you absolutely have to, because you're just asking for trouble. You really are. Okay, we can get into it there. Notice we added an hour meter and tachometer. Tachometer is hooked up right there, mainly for the hour meter. And I liked the way this one fella did it. He did it real nice, real neat. I still haven't. I've had one job and it went to shit, but I worked my ass off to get the thing, and I got paid, and the customer was happy. But hell, the other day I got buried up at his house. I had to spend $75 to get it up. It wasn't fun. No, wasn't fun. Well, the problem here is I'd really rather have a complete fuel line from that pump. And I do have another new fuel pump. I might actually change the whole thing, so I'm kind of gonna decide on the way. Low ratchet wrenches, they're worth the money. I see you looking at my proportioner. Well, you can. It takes a lot more math to try to figure out the difference, but the difference in those $150 ball valves is they have a triangle instead of just a open hole through the ball. So you get less of an opening, more of a uniform opening than you do when you crack those. For all those that like say, oh no, there's a big, huge difference. Well, not really. It's about how much you do it. So, like me, I'm thinking of going ahead and doing a test and finding out exactly what positions or what on them, because I mean, they do have a certain this and a certain that. I mean, you know, it's not necessarily, it's not rocket science, let's put it that way, but it can be if you're not careful. Now remember, I got this thing hooked here, so I need to be careful and just set this aside so that it don't get messed up. Might have to roll it up here a little bit. See what we've been having here. That's from that oil change that I didn't pay good enough attention to. We need to get a rag and clean that mess up under there. Let me get a rag. Well, I'll tell you what, you can sure gather a lot of stuff up in a vehicle trying to get everything. Okay, now we can get under here and clean that oil up. Well, I put on those forums about that thing. I gotta find what I did with the creamer thing I had cut to catch fuel and other stuff in. Now I'll figure out where I put it. Just hold the phone, we'll get it in a minute. It's right here somewhere. It's not too far away, I know that. Can't be. Oh, it's over there. Downstream injector that Chase from Water's Edge sent me when I got. Nice to meet that fellow one day. Anyway, we've got shutoffs and stuff. We got fuel lines and stuff. We got hoses and clamps. I'm just concerned. So we're going to see what we got to I still like the fuel ball, and I don't seem to have a problem with it once you make sure your pulse pump is actually doing what it's supposed to. We're trying, I don't know if you can see, we're trying to get this off easy and use our, you know, we'll just grab and yank, and not everything in life is manhandleable. Okay, we got that one. So now we open these up a little bit. Just strain off of that. Then we should be able to take that and give it a little twist. Remember, when you squeeze it, don't squeeze it too tight and snap it. A lot of this stuff nowadays is just, it's all plastic. So be prepared. Be prepared for plastic and the trials and tribulations that come with it. Remember to make sure you let things air out and dry before you get carried away with them. I want to take this out, and I want to go ahead and drain the fuel out of it. Okay, so we got that, and we know what it's doing. Now we got to keep it up here. You know what I mean? So we want to clean that off carefully. That'll dry. The gas will evaporate pretty quick, but we need to get this up. So that'll hold that out of the way. Take oil off there. Carefully there. Okay, so now what we're going to try to do, see if we can get the right size fuel line and get it over there and out, so we don't have pieces. Every opening, every coupling is a potential leak. So same thing in plumbing and heat and resistance, electricity, all kinds of stuff. So we're gonna try to get this, and I don't know if those will work because they're too small, I think, but maybe not. Oh, looks like it might. We'll see. Okay. That's the right size. Okay, and that'll take us out. So it should be okay there to get this guy and hold him up so he's down. Put this guy back up here, get him out there. Got. Yeah, we got it. Okay, so put these back on. They do not, by the way, require a serious amount of torque, so don't get crazy with them. They're meant to not come off. That's it. Pretty simple. Okay, so we're putting this back together. Tighten this one up. carburetor vent tube right there off the top of it. Make sure it's in there, not pinched. I know, but I'm leaving it in there. Okay, there's that one. That's still good. Okay, we got this one coming out, so we should be able to put this back on. And put this back through here. See if we can not lose the wrench again this time, huh? Would be nice. You'll find it's very easy to look like a butthole on your own job. Okay. Because I'm not worried about it leaking. That I can't get to it. As soon as we get this back together, we're going to install the shutoff and then get the fuel line hooked back up, because I'd like to get it where it's kind of locked down a little bit, not just flopping around, but it's got to be able to vibrate. It's got rubber feet, it's on a rubber mount, but it's all about finding the hole. All about finding the hole. Always about finding the hole. Go figure. Okay, so we got that. Now we're going through here. We're going to put that shut off right in there. Okay. Its fuel line is very hard to find. Ain't nobody got it. Ain't nobody got it. It's like, why not? The guys that make the bigger fuel line, they make the small stuff too. So if you've got plenty of stock in the big stuff, why don't you have it in the little stuff? You know what I mean? It don't make sense. You know, naturally, the little thing is loose, so we'll tighten it because it's meant to go in something, and I don't want it to. We're going to do something like this, I'm thinking. Make sure it gets all the way up there. So when you put your clamp on, I've got other ones, but these should be okay. But you want to be in the right place with your clamp. Okay? That should then bring the lines coming straight down there. Now, so we come back over here. We get our line there. We'll pull this guy off. We got a fuel line up here out of the way. Their fuel catch. Thank God it evaporates, right? Got a good suction going, don't it? Those don't fit, apparently. So right now we're going to stick it on here. We're going to stick it all the way on here, so we'll get it up there. And it looks like we're going to have to adjust it. Put the fuel filter right here. So, well, that gets us a little bit of a give. So now we have a problem because I let myself get carried away and not make sure I had a way to get the thing. So we'll get the flathead. Okay. Right here. Okay. You know it. I'm going to always have me a cup of coffee sitting there. Okay, we're going to take this guy. We're going to take him off. Does he look like he was too big to begin with? It might have actually caused us a problem. We don't know. But we'll pull this guy off. Okay, so now we take this guy, I'll put him on there, and we'll put this guy up here. And realize that we needed to be the other way. Okay, but that's going to take what would appear to be a different wrench. So we need a 1/4 inch wrench to do that guy. Okay, we got that on at the moment. So now if we go like that, we're going to come up and go about right in there. And that way we can adjust that. Put it like this, and we'll put it right up there, and then we'll put it right there. Okay, now we need to get a holder, and this might work. That one didn't, but no, I need to put a thing on it. So You gotta make sure these things start straight. They don't always start straight. Hopefully you're hearing me good. Yeah, wife's fun. She really is. She's a good ass. She probably thinks she aggravated me when she went inside, but she didn't. She just didn't know. No biggie. I'd have introduced you, but more than likely, she's not exactly dressed for the company, so to speak. Okay, so now that's it for the moment. I'll be right back. Now, what I'd like to do is get two holders, and kind of that would hold it right there. You know what I mean? I think we're good though in our connections. We'll find out when we test it. You know what's going on. Now I got all these set-offs and stuff. More extra parts. It's like I'm just spending money. This job does nothing but cost money. This thing. So anyway, this one here we're going to get rid of. Just because. Okay, so that's it for that for the moment. Thanks for tuning in. Remember, on your predators, even though you read all the forms, follow the rules. You know, don't forget to change your oils. Your gear drive, check your oil. You got an oil here. These have certain hours on them also. This is my pressure coming out of the pump. My thing here, I got turned up to a little over 3. This is the pressure tells me what it is after that. Downstream injector. That's all to change, but that little sucker works great. Anyway, thank you for watching, like and subscribe please, and share, and help out best you can, and be sure to check out everybody else on the pressure washing group, and these guys, help them out, give them the things. Alright, talk to you later.